Nous allons commencer toujours en se tenant très haut et droit. Fermez les yeux, allez en dedans. Avant la création, qu'est-ce qui existait? Dieu était toujours là. Dieu sera encore là, même après la fin de cet univers. Accordez votre esprit avec celui de Dieu maintenant, en chantant le mantra Om 3 fois. Sentez que vous êtes immersé dans tous les sons, les couleurs, les vibrations de l'univers. Fixez votre esprit sur Dieu seul. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we acquire a strong desire for liberation from pain and suffering, and may we cherish no ill feelings against each other, only peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I'll do now the mantra for purification. If you know it, you can do it along with me. If not, just imagine you're singing it through the voice of the Guru. You drive all the benefits of the purification of the space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. Om Pavitraha Pavitra Va Sawa Vashtanga Topi Va Yaha Smarit Pandrikaksham Sabaya Bhyantraha Schihi. Om Pavitraha Pavitra Va Sawa Vashtanga Topi Va Yaha Smarit Pandrikaksham Sabaya Bhyantraha Schihi. Om Pavitraha Pavitra Va Sawa Vashtanga Topi Va Yaha Smarit Pandrikaksham Sabaya Bhyantraha Schihi. So I just switched to English because I just realized I'm recording and other people are going to need the videos, so we'll switch to English. But let's start off now with the main breathing, alternate nostril breathing. So starting off with a count of 4, 16, 8. 4 on the inhale, 16 on the breath retention, 8 on the exhale. Through the breath retention, apply the throat and the root lock. Contract the muscles of the root, pull them up towards the navel. And for the throat lock, as you're inhaling, you lift the chest so that when you hold the breath, you can bring your chin on the chest without hunching your back too much. You want to keep your back straight. You bring the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the teeth, and the attention at the space between the eyebrows. For the exhale, you do it so that you're empty completely by the end of the count. By the end of the 8th count, you're completely empty, so you can start again. Left hand in Jnana Mudra, right hand in Vishnu Mudra. Second, third fingers fold down, turn the palm towards you, so then it becomes a mudra for pranayama. So start off by blocking off the right nostril first, and then breathe in and out through the left a few times. And then switch. Block off the left side with the right ring finger and breathe in and out through the right side. Whichever side feels more open in is your active side. So my side is the right side, so I'll demonstrate with that side. Okay, so sit up tall and straight. Left hand on the knee. Empty the lungs, complete on the next exhale. Good. Now block off the last active side. Inhale through the active. 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. Third eye attention. 2. Apply the throat and root lock. Third eye attention. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale through the less active side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through the last active. 3, fill up, raise the chest, hold the breath, hold both sides of the nose closed. Everything stops, all the mind fluctuations, the body movements, and the emotions still. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Exhale through the active side. 3, 4, evenly, steadily. 2, 7, 8. Inhale through the active side. 3, 4, hold the breath. Third eye attention. Again, Jalandhara Bandha, Mula Bandha. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Release the last active side. 2, release the locks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through the last active side. Fill up the lungs, raise the chest, and hold the breath. Try to bring your mind into complete stillness. 14, 15, 16. Exhale up through the active side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continue on your own for a few more cycles. Be like the witness watching a body doing the exercises. You are not the body, you are not the mind, nor even the emotions. Whatever happens throughout the practice, whether you lose your attention, whether you're doing your asanas, just know that it's the gunas that are always in shift, in flux. Try to remain unaffected, just dance with it all. Be undisturbed, unjudging, unconcerned. Through constant practice, you become more adept at staying in the mindset of the witness. So even when you're entering into the most difficult, challenging experiences, Though you may be affected initially, you bounce back quickly. Eventually, you are completely undisturbed, unaffected. The next time you breathe out of your active side, conclude, take your time. Don't shortchange the cycle, just do it as normally do. Just take a moment to observe the state of the mind, the body, and the emotions again. If you have any concern of what you're observing, merge with the supreme divine essence within, who sees everything through the eyes of love, unconditional love, boundless compassion. And stay in this mindset throughout the practice, seeing all forms and yourself in all forms, recognizing that we're all divine in nature, all possessing God within. So now let's celebrate the magnificence and the beauty of that divine essence within through the practice. So let's begin. Let's come to standing. Okay, so stand with your feet about 10 inches apart. Bring your arms over the head. We'll do charging breathing to start. So on the inhale, pull the earth's energy right from the soles of feet right up to the fingertips. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel the energy rising. 7, 8. Hold it all at the fingertips. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale all the way back down. 2, 3, 4. Visualize the breath going down. 7, 8. Inhale again. Fill yourself up with your energy. Feeling it charging up on the way up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it again. The fingertips. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale all the way back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time. Inhale. Feel the earth's energy charging your body up on the way up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the attention and the breath held at the fingertips. And exhale all the way back down. 2, 3. Feel fully charged. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And use that energy, that charge all throughout the practice. Bring your arms down now. Let's do some exercise to prepare the body for the practice. Let's start to swing from side to side. Roll the arms from the body. Feel as though they're heavy ropes. Good. And then slow it down. Bring the hands on the hips. And then circle the head. Feel as though the head are very heavy, falling from one side to the other, front and back. switch the direction of rotation. Trying to get the chin to come right down on the chest. The ears to the shoulders, the back of the head to the top of the back. And release now. Then right arm swings forward. And switch directions. Make as though you're about to throw a ball, winding up. And in the other direction again. Change. And then back. Loosen the shoulder joint. And then the other arm, left arm, circles forward. So feel like you're holding a weight of 5 pounds in your hand. And this helps to get a little bit of momentum in the swing. And change direction again. And again, last time. And then release. Now take hold of the opposite elbows over the head and bend to your left. And come up, go to the right. And then to the left again. Stretch. Try not to make folds on the underside of the body. And go to the other side. And come back to the center. And then make little circles over the head. Head, neck, and shoulders mostly. But then make the circles a little bit larger, bringing the chest and the upper back into the movement. Push the head back into the arms. Push the arms into the back of the head. And then make large circles, tracing large circles in front of the body. Use the momentum of the downswing to bring you through the circle gracefully and smoothly. And then coming back up. And then switch the direction. Starting off again with little circles over the head. And then make them a little bit bigger. The chest and the upper back. Keep squeezing the arms by the ears. And then large circles as possible. Like a big helicopter, like a big airplane propeller. And coming right back up. Release the arms. So now we're going to do the leg swings. Arms up to the side and just swing the right leg back and forth. Try to bring the knee to the shoulder. Lean forward a little bit. Loosen up the hip joints. Good. And then the other leg. Throw the leg back. You're about to kick yourself in the head. Good. And then let's bring your arms up over the head. Interlace the fingers. Press heels, your palms up. Inhale, lift up off your heels. Exhale, come back onto your heels, lift your toes. And come forward again, push into your toes, come up. And back down. And press up. And down. And up. And back down. This time when you come up, stay up. Really push into the base of the toes. Feels like you're trying to push the ceiling right through the roof. Engage your core muscles, engage the thighs. Beautiful. And lower the heels down. Release the arms. And just shake out the wrists. Move the fingers very, very rapidly. And then up and down. Very, very fast. Good. And then release. So now let's come to the front of the mat. Surya Namaskar and a whole bunch of different variations. Bring the hands to the heart. Remember to renounce all the fruits of the practice. Dedicate them to God resides within it, and then they go dedicate all the benefits to all beings everywhere. So let's move together as one, stay in that collective consciousness of offering. Raise your arms up over the head, reach up and back, hips forward, stretch back. Fold down over the legs, bend your knees, bring your hands on the ground. Right foot back, lower down the knees, sink down to the seat. Good, come into high plank. Knees down, bring the seat all the way back behind the heels. Now glide forward between the arms. Slide forward, lift the head, arch the back, bring the head all the way back. All the way back again, the seat behind the heels. Glide forward again, pull it forward towards you. Just propel yourself forward with more ease and power. All the way back again. Seat behind heels. Brush your nose to the ground as you come forward. Rise up gracefully. Roll over your toes, Adho Mukha Uttanasana. Melt the heart, allow the head to fall below the arms. Right foot steps forward, sink down to the feet. Then the feet come together, bow to the legs, chest on the thighs, head down. Gesture of humbleness. Come right up to stand, reach up and back. Bring the hands back to the heart. Engage the buttocks and the upper back as you go back to support yourself in the movement of back bending. Come forward and down into Uttanasana, chest on the thighs, again, head towards the ground. Left foot back, sink down to the seat. Drop your seats all the way forward, push the lower back up and in. And into high plank. Lower down the knees, bring the seat all the way back. Glide forward again. Make like a snake creeping through the grass. All the way back. Keep imagining yourself in each form. See yourself in all the beings. And one more time, all the way back. Glide forward. Smoothly. Seamless transitions. Big head back. Roll over your toes. Adho Mukha Uttanasana. Let the seat head come back. Melt the heart. Left foot steps forward quietly to the hands. Sit down to the seat. Feet come together. Bow to the legs. A gesture of deep humility. Come right to stand. Reach up and back. Hips forward. Hands back to the heart. Up again. Rise up. Don't worry about the breath. Just move the body in a way that feels comfortable and natural. That allows the breath to remain steady and even. Right foot back, lower down the knee. Just move the body, the breath will follow. And deliver ease and fluid movements. Ashtanga Namaskar. Knees, chest, forehead down. Come through into the cobra. Adho Mukha Uttanasana. Lift the seat up and back. Soften through the heart. Right foot steps forward, sink down to the seat. Then the feet come together. Uttanasana. Fold the body in half. Come all the way up to standing. Reach up. Hands back to the heart. And again. Tap into the consciousness of each movement. Opening up to divine grace. Abandoning yourself. Surrender yourself fully to the highest self. Uttanasana. And then back with your left foot. Sink down to the seat. Into the high plank. Knees, chest, forehead down. Expression of humility with your eyes downcast, your head down. And again, come up. Open yourself up to divine grace. Adho Mukha Uttanasana. Left foot steps forward to the hands. Good. And then feet come together, bow to the legs. Come right up. Hasta Uttanasana, standing salute. Bring the hands back to the heart. Always coming back to the source of divine love. Reach up and back. Feeling fused with divine love. Send it out to all beings everywhere. And then the hands down from here. Chest on the side. Bend your knees if you need to. Join the hands behind the back. And then use the body to push the legs straight back. So your seat comes over the heels perhaps. If you're flexible, your whole body pressing against the front of the legs. Hands in front of your head. Bring the hands down. Right foot back. Lower the knee down. Sink down to the seat. Good. Inhale. Come up with your arms. Lift your seat. Exhale. Sink the seat forward. Circle the arms down. Inhale. Come up. Use your arms to pull the torso further by the hips. Exhale. Circle down. Allow the head to fall back. One more time. Inhale, pull up, lean away from leg, lengthen as you lengthen your back body. Then plant your hands. From here, bring your left leg all the way up and back. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. That's it. Come forward, shoulders over the fingertips. Glue the elbows to the sides of the body to come down with control. Your chest lands between your hands. And then right through into the cobra, shoulders back, neck long. Adho Mukha Svanasana. All the way back. Allow the heart to soften in every sense. Right leg comes up. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. And step the foot between the hands again. Landing it very quietly. No jerky motions, no heavy sounds, nothing to draw the witness, the attention of the witness, or to distress the witness. Raise your arms up, and then circle your arms down. Inhale, come up, move in a way that's smooth, that's beautiful to watch. Remember, it's an offering, a divine expression of love. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sink the seat down. Good. And from here, plant your hands down and step your left foot in to meet the right. Chest on the sides, join the hands. Uttanasana again, dive the head down. Forehead to the shins, leave the top leg going towards the feet. Arms over the head, stretch. Then release. Come back up, Hasta Uttanasana. Reach up, arch back as you see fit. Bring the hands back to the heart. Again, raise your arms up. Bury your mind deep in the heart. Watch the body moving with more steadiness and ease and grace. Place your hands down, Uttanasana. Chest on your thighs, join hands behind the back. Push the chest forward, and then push the body again into your legs, Uttanasana. The seat comes right over the heels. And then bring the hands back down. The left foot back this time. Lower the knee down, sink down to the seat. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, this time turn to the right. Even your movements express your intention. So open yourself up to other possibilities. Be open to change. Through the change, through all experiences, we learn so much. Open up to the right, open up to all viewpoints. Press into your hand and swing the right leg all the way up. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. That's it. Come forward, shoulders over the fingertips, so you can land your chest down between your hands softly, not making a sound. Glide right through into the cobra, and then roll back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring the left leg up. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step the foot between your hands, landing again without making a sound. Lower the knee down, sit down to the seat. Inhale, come up. Go and open up to your left. Turn to your left. Inhale again. Reach up, curl the tail under, open up again your mind and your heart, as well as your body. Inhale, come up. Good. Turn to your left. Beautiful. And then look forward. Just slide your right foot in to meet the left. Bend your knees, chest on the thighs. Uttanasana. Plunge your head down, forehead to the shins. And then release. Swing your arms all the way up over the head. Arch back. Hands back to the heart. Raise your arms up over the head. Go back. And then go down. Uttanasana. From here, slide your hands forward. Right leg up. Extended standing split. Full standing split. Nose to the shin. Right leg comes up higher. Straight line over the other one. That's it. And then into Vatispasana 1. Right foot comes all the way back. Come up strong and mighty like the warrior. Reach up high. Allow head to go back. Look up as though saying, I'm yours to your service. Good. From here, circle your arms down again. Allow the head to fall back. Now bring your hands down on either side your left foot. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Raise the left leg up and then open up towards your left a little bit. Bend your knee, downward facing scorpion. And then from here, wild thing. Drop your down to the right. If you want, you can spin all the way into Uttanasana if you like. Spin on your right hand, keep your hip high, and your hands and your feet line beside one another. And from here, back into Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Raise the left leg up. Yeah, that's it. Step the foot between the hands. Back foot flat. This time, Virabhadrasana 2. Open up. Sink down to the seat. Open up to the right. Strong and mighty like the warrior. Sink down so your knees over the toes. And then join your hands behind the back. Humble warrior. Pull the hands down. Allow the head to go back. And start to come forward. So roll the right thigh out. Push the hip back. Roll the right hip back. And come down the forehead on the inside of the left foot. Pull the arms over the head. And from here, lift the head and chest. Turn forward so your belly's over the front thigh. See if you come right into toppling tree from here. Raise your right leg up. And pull the hands over your shoulders. Open up your palms. Arch your back. Bring your head forward a little bit. Good. Then from here, release the hands and bring the foot back down. Uttanasana, pull the body against the legs, flat against the legs. Come all the way up. Arch back, hips forward. Hold the breath as you go back. Sometimes it helps engage the buttocks in the upper back. Come back home, hands to the heart. Good. And again, raise your arms up. Lose yourself in the sensations. Imagine all beings experiencing this to your body. Fold forward and down. So you practice in a way that is mindful, that feels good to you, so it feels good to all beings. Not bringing any unintentional harm to anybody, including yourself. So you bring your fingertips down the ground, lift the left leg up. Extend standing split. Full standing split. Bring the nose stitch in, bring the left foot up higher. Straight line from foot to foot. And then bring the left foot down. Virabhadrasana 1. Come up strong and powerful like the warrior. Imagine you're brandishing your sword above your head. Reach up tall and strong. And then circle your arms down, allow the head to fall back. Plant your hands down. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Swing the right leg all the way up. And then bend the knee. Open up to the right a little bit. Come into down facing scorpion. And then drop down towards your left. Wild thing. Maybe if you like, spin right on the heel of the palm. And move into Uttanasana. Get lots of extension, beautiful curve from the fingers all the way, heels your palms all the way to the heels of your feet. And then spin again on your left heel of the palm, keep your left hip up, right into Ekapada again. The right leg comes up this time. And then step the foot between the hands. This time, Virabhadrasana 2. Open up to the left, sink down to the seat. Come forward with this sense of purpose and direction. And bring hands behind the back. Pull the hands down. Allow the head to go back. And from here, fold forward. Roll the left thigh out a little bit. Push the left hip back and then come down on the inside of the left foot. Forehead to the ground. Pull the hands over the head. Humble warrior. Expressing humility. Devotion. And come back up halfway. Spin forward. Belly over the front thigh. And then bring your weight into your right foot so that you can pull your left leg up. Toppling tree. Fall towards your toes a little bit. Curve your back body. Lift your left leg up higher. Pull your hands further over your shoulders. And bring your hands down. And bring the left foot down beside the right. Uttanasana. Pull the body right against the legs. Punch head down towards the ground so at any moment the top of the head might touch the feet. And then come right back up. Reach up and back, hips forward. Come back home. Planasana. Raise your arms up. Reach up and back, hips forward. Arch back. Feels like you're made of elastic. Any moment, maybe the fingertips might touch the ground. If you know how to do a drop back, then go ahead. Bring your fingertips right to the ground behind your feet. And come all the way back up. Beautiful. Forward and down into Uttanasana. Good. From here, press into your hands. Really grip the floor with your finger pads. It heals your fingers and heals your palms. From here, hold your breath. Lift up into a tuck. So press down through the hands. Come up into tuck. Maybe extend the legs. And then bend your elbows into chaturanga. That's the idea. Good. Into upward facing dog. Now here, imagine you had a hinge at the top of your thighs. And bend the body back. Try to get your chest forward and up. Your nose to the sky like a dog howling at the moon. Now roll over your toes, round your back, and immediately sink your heart right down between your shoulder blades, downward facing dog. So now here, just soften through the shoulders a little bit. Try to get your forehead to the ground, your belly towards your thighs. That's it. Steep curve behind your head. Maybe your chin will come right down to the ground. Try not to bend the arms. Yeah, it's beautiful. Now from here, lift up your heels, bend your knees again. Really grip the floor like imagine you're a Spider Woman or a Spider-Man. You press the fingertips down, the base of the fingers and the heels, your palms. You hold your breath as you come up, press into the ground. Okay, so try to get it lots. That's it, good. Beautiful, good. And maybe one more time. Nice, and the next time land your feet at your hands. Good. Alright, so now your feet come to your hands, good. Pull the body down onto your legs. Come right up to standing, reach up. Again, if you want to arch back all the way, drop back, go ahead, hips forward. Stretch, feels like you're made of elastic. And then come back up. You only go as far as your imagination. Cultivate boundless imagination. Bring your hands back to the heart. And one more. Raise your arms up. Hasta Uttanasana. Maybe you can drop right back into Urdhva Dhanurasana if you feel comfortable to do so. Good. Yeah, beautiful. And then come right back up. Good. And forward, body forward into Uttanasana. Slide your hands forward. Right leg up. Extend the standing split. Full standing split. No swishin. Now again, lift your head, press into your hands. Again, grip the floor with your hands. Really push down into the ground. You can either just lift your left heel up off the ground, bring your shoulders over your fingertips, or if you can, imagine you're being lifted up from above by the hips. Left hand, hands are glad on your hips. Lifting you up, press up to the base of the toes. Maybe you bring your left leg to meet the right. Yeah, beautiful, that's it. Push up the base to there, yes, beautiful. One more time. Yeah. And then come into chaturanga if you like, or just bring your feet down and step back into high plank. Yeah, that's it. And then into upward facing dog. Lift the chest and the head. Roll back into downward facing dog. Let's just move between these two poses. Feel like you're a shapeshifter, moving effortlessly between the arms. Rounding your back in your transition and arching your back with either the upward facing dog or downward facing dog. Good. Move gracefully. Watch the body moving all by itself. Just the way you want to see it happen. If it doesn't happen exactly that way, be unconcerned. Just do your best. One more time. Round your back. Push your heart up between your shoulder blades. And then arch your back. opposite Uttanasana, back the other way. Round your back and sink your heart. Soften every sense forwards. Downward facing dog. Look like a dog who's loyal to its master. Now step the right foot to the hands. Raise the left leg up. Extended standing split. Full standing split again. And again, try to lift foot this time. So press into your hands, your toes, just a little bit behind your wrist. So once if your foot starts to move too far back, you have to jump more. And then that's when you start to lose a control. So have your foot almost at the same line as the wrists. Push up to the base of the left foot that's above you. And then take a half breath in, hold the breath, and then press up. Imagine again you have the hands of God lifting you up from above. And then if you like, you can bring the right leg up to meet the left. Hinge at the hips. Bring the feet down. Beautiful, yes, good. That's it. And then from here, Uttanasana. Pull the body down onto your legs. Flat against the legs. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach up, and again, if you like, bend back as you see fit. Come back home. Hands in front of the heart in a universal gesture of gratitude and devotion and offering. From the heart, inhale up to the space between the eyebrows. Exhale back down to the heart. Remain established in divine love towards all beings everywhere. And reinforce your connection with God. And release. Good. So now let's try a few standing balance sequences. Stand on the left foot first. Okay, so root down to the left foot. Take hold of the right heel from the inside. Ballet pose. Bring the leg up. That's it. More flexible. Try to bring the leg closer to the shoulder. Lean a little bit to your left so that you can have your fingers and toes on the same line. Lift up through the heart. Be magnificent like a dancer. We're like a dancer or an actor, and through this practice, try to see yourself in all forms. Imitate them. Copy them on all levels. Now, if you have more flexibility, you can see if you can bring your foot in your left hand, hold the outer edge of the foot, and bring your leg up, holding the foot over your head. And then you can bring the right arm out. From here, you can slip your right arm in front of your leg and underneath your knee. Hold your hand from behind, bird of paradise. That's it. There you go. Push into the back of the knee, that's it. That's it. Push your shoulders back. Lean a little bit to your left so you can get your legs straight up. Now from here, release. Bring the foot into lotus or your tree. Good. And again, imagine your tree. Rise up. Make your arms look like the branches that you chew in your mind. Either together or apart, however you see your tree. Be steady and firm, straight and true. And from here, come down into Uttanasana. Pull your body against the legs. Forehead against the shin. If you have good balance, you can try to take your left hand to your left ankle, your index finger along the side of the ankle. And if you find a balance here, you can try to take your right hand to the ankle, the inside. Your hip over your heel, bring your body against your leg, your chin on your shin. slide your hands down. So from here, you have a few options. You can go into flying crow, you slip your foot out of the lotus a little bit, you hook your foot around the shoulder, close to the shoulder, and you come up into flying crow like that. Or if you want to try your upside down tree with your lotus, you can. Your foot is in your hip crease, you press into your foot, and then you see if you come up. So you lift up. You can see if you come into full lotus from there. Okay, so that's it, beautiful. Oh, nice extension. Lovely. Awesome line. Yes, good. And come back up when you're ready. Good. Let's try it on the other side now. Standing on your right foot, ballet pose. Take hold of the heel, the left heel from the inside. Come up. Whatever happens, remember it's just a gunas at play. Be unaffected. Stay with a calm mind. Just do your best. Now here, if you like, you can move into another variation. If you have the flexibility, I know you have. So you see your foot in your right hand over the head. Now from here, you just move your arm underneath, behind your back, underneath the knee, and then bird of paradise. That's it. Try to get your foot right beside your head, straight up. And then bend your knee, and then bring a foot into the hip crease. If you have a tree, do a tree, or if you have a lotus, do your lotus. And then from here, grow tall. Imagine you're trying to soak up more light and warmth from the sun to make yourself even more resplendent in your offerings of the fruit, the shade, everything, the oxygen. Rise up tall. And then Uttanasana. Bring the body down onto your front leg. Press the body against the leg. Bring the right hand, if you like, to the right ankle. And if you find a balance, you can try to bring your left hand to the inside the ankle. From your chin to your shin. Your seat rolling right over the heel. And then place your hands down. Again, flying crow or your lotus handstand. Go ahead. So press into your hands. And if you're doing a hand up, that's it. Lean forward, that's it, beautiful. Toes close to the shoulder, really press the toes into the arm. Or if you're doing a lotus, come up. Oops. Just watch your body moving into the pose. And then release, come back down. And rise back up. That's it, and release. Okay, so now let's stand in the middle of the mat. And when you turn to your right, make sure you can still see the camera. So we're going to place the fingertips together in line with the elbows. Jump your feet apart. That's it. So do it so when you turn to your left, you're still on your mat. And you come into Vatispasana 2. There you go. Swing the right arm up to meet the left. Vatispasana 1. Imagine again your shapeshifter moving between the forms effortlessly. Assume the new consciousness right away. That of a warrior. Strong and proud and determined. And then from here, lower the back knee down. Flatten out the toes. From here, we're going to turn to the right, spear pose. Bring the right foot up. And then take the foot across, left hand across the chest. You can take hold of the foot. Now, you might have the ability to pull your body up a little bit and then tuck your foot underneath your rib cage. That's it. And then arms extend again, spear pose, Uttanasana. From there, keep your seat low. Just allow the foot to slip out of the rib, underneath the ribs and into your crook of the arm. Swan. Interlace your fingers and push the foot away from the shoulder. Try to push the foot away so you don't have a big sharp bend in your elbows. Think of a swan's neck, making the line nice and smooth. Now from here, if you want, you might be able to bring your elbow in front of your face. Bring your toes, hold the toes from above, and just allow your right shoulder to slip forward. Allow your head to drop back, and then the foot lands on the head. Chain pose. And if you find a balance, your seat has to be nice and low. Bring your arms up. Yes, that's it. Bring your seat down nice and low. And then release. Bring your hands down. From here, bring your hips back a little bit so you can move your left foot out to your left. Lizard. Just slide your right foot back and fall to your right. The right form comes down, the right hip comes down, and then roll to your left, the left form comes down. And just imagine you have a big weight sitting on top of your seat, and then it just spreads. The weight just keeps on spreading all along the trunk of the body until the whole body feels heavy. The chest just wants to come down. If your pelvis is down, the rest of the body makes its way down more easily. That's it. Now, variation if you like. So you can come onto your hands, move your hips back a little bit. See if you can get, you might have to lift your back knee up off the ground. So you can move your head, you pull the body back, try to put the back of the head behind your heel. If you're more flexible, you might be able to bring your head to the other side of the foot. And then, if you're comfortable, you bring your knee down, you turn your head more towards your left, and just slide your right leg out again. And then if you want, you can bend your knee more deeper still. And see, take hold of your foot with both hands. Your left arm coming to the outside of the leg, around to hold the foot, and your right hand just over the back. Yes, that's it. Good. And then come back out. From here, pull the hips back. Uttanasana. Left hip moves back over the back knee and just rest your belly on your thigh. Pick up the toes on the left foot. Your left shoulder sinks down beside your knee. Good. And from here, hinge your seat forward. Make your way into full Hanumanasana. Just slide your left foot out. Okay, good. Bring your arms up over the head. Now there's another variation that is really nice, but it's very deep. So you take your foot in your right hand. If you can get into this pose, then you're halfway there. Okay, if you can get into this pose, you just have to push into your fingertips and then lift your hips up. My seat's up off the ground, so you can bring your back foot down. And then you keep on holding onto your foot, push your hips forward, and see if you can sink your seat down. So be careful here, of course. Okay, so be mindful of your limitations. And eventually your other hand comes underneath the foot. That's it. There you go. That's nice. That's a nice variation. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, the front knee bends a little bit easier, so you can get the foot down. So you have to keep pressing your left fingertips down to keep you anchored, and then you bring your feet down. So that's the first step into getting into it. Okay, good. Yeah, nice. That's it. Lift your seat. There you go. Good. Beautiful. All right, so from here, let's go into pigeon. Lean to your left and bring your left foot in. So it's in line with the knee. And then just rock from side to side. Try to get a little bit more weight into the right hip so that that side anchors down evenly. Then you hold the foot with the right hand and slide your left arm forward. Right into pigeon. Your chest lands on your leg. Stretch out the line from the hip all the way to the hands. And then walk your way back. Upright pigeon. So move the foot in towards the hip crease, your thigh, and your knee in line with the hip. Any variation you like here, so you can do this one like this, where you just hands on the back, pull the elbows towards another head to drop back between your shoulder blades. If you know Vatispasana, you can go ahead. You can pull the foot up, bring it to your head, and your other arm can go around the back and hold the foot from behind. So if you know that one, go ahead and do this one, or any other variation. Use your imagination to find beautiful forms that feel like the best that you can offer. That's it. And break the pose. Good. From here, if you have the foot, hold it from behind. You can come into a version of Vatispasana. So your left arm is around the back. You hold the big toe with your thumb and your index finger. You push into your right hand and you turn to your left. You push into the edge of your hip and the hand and the edge of the foot come up. Still holding the toe. That's it. Good. Yep, that's it. Keep your hips high. Nice. Right, and then release. Bring your left hand back into downward facing dog. And from here, release the foot. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. The right foot comes between your hands. Your left foot comes between your hands. And from here, Parivrtta. Right arm up and go to outside of the left leg with your right arm. You can take a bind if you like. Left arm comes over your back and tug on the hand. Try to get your shoulders to come in the same line, same height from the ground. Push back through the right heel, extend through the crown. Option here to look down. Bring the right foot in. Try to get the left hip over the left heel. Round, revolve out into Uttanasana. Take a half breath in and raise the right leg up. That's it. Good. Then from here, just release, bring your hands to the inside of the left foot and just walk around back so the hands are between the feet. Good. Here, Pavitapasana. Padottanasana. So hold your ankles or flip your hands underneath your feet, your fingers, and pull your head between your feet. If you have more flexibility, bring your head a little bit further in. So your chest eventually is behind your legs, behind your knees. Inhale, come up halfway. Bring your hands down underneath your shoulders. Here you can either try to press up into handstand or come down onto forearms, forearm balance, or headstand even. So you can either bring your head down between your elbows and lift up, or you can do forearm balance or anything else. So go ahead, see if you can do some kind of inversion. Beautiful. That's it. Nice. Nice control. Make your way down, try to land your feet in the same place. Come all the way up. From here, pull the heels in, toes pointing out, Uttanasana. Place your hands on the seat, push your hips forward, and do this way. And then try to lift your chest, bring your head all the way back. If you feel comfortable, walk your hands down the backs of the legs. Hold onto the knees. Of course, if you go further, you can bring your hands down to the feet. Or if your head's close to the ground, you can see the floor easily. You can come into Vatispasana. That's it. There you go. Good. And then to come back, you can either, if you feel comfortable, lift back up all the way you can. Otherwise, one hand to the right hand to the right leg behind the knee, other hand to the left knee, or just behind the knee, and walk your way back up. So press your way back up. That's it. Okay, now arms open to the side, go to the right this time. If you need to turn around so you can see the camera, it's all good. Sink down through the seat. Strong and mighty like the warrior. And then circle the left arm up to meet the other one. Vatispasana. Look up, pose, say, I'm yours again. Take me, grant me higher devotion. Lower the knee down, flatten out the toes. And from here, turn to your left, spear pose. Bring your left foot up. Hold the foot across the chest with your right hand. Left arm extends. If you can see if you can come up a little bit higher. Lift the ribs cage so you can push the foot, tuck it underneath. And then arms extend, spear pose. That's it. Beautiful. Then allow the foot to slip into your crook of the arm. Start off with swan, your fingers close to ear. So when you take your hand, you can lock them in front of your head first and then just lift your arm up over your head to the other side. And then push your foot into the arm and lengthen your arms. If you want to go into chain pose from here, you can pull your foot again close to your shoulders. You can take the toes from above and just allow it to fall back all the way. Move your left shoulder underneath. There's no strain on the shoulder. Hold on to it with your hand, or if you find balance, And then from here, bring the foot down, get ready for lizard. Move the right foot out, slide your left toes back and fall to your left. Anchor down to the left side and roll to the right. And just try to get your body nice and low. Imagine you're sunning yourself on a warm earth. Feel like you have a strong magnet attached to your hips, the front of your hips, pulling you down. And then when the pelvis comes down, from the hips, the belly follows, followed by the chest. Then you're flat on the ground before you know it. Now we can stay here, we can move into that deeper version by bringing your feet back. Lift your knee up, sometimes helps. Move your right shoulder in behind the knee. And then tuck your whole body back, so you can tuck your chin in and bring the back of the head behind the heel. Or if you can, move your head right to the other side of the foot, the other side. Lower the left knee down, and again, slide your left foot out, scooch it back. And then just allow you to drop in your left leg to extend. And stay here, you can bend your knee up on your back leg. Take hold of the foot with the right hand first, and then the left hand. And then release. Uttanasana. Move the hips back, the right toes up, and bow to your leg. Now your body sink onto your front leg. Always building from the ground up, build a strong foundation through these warm-up exercises. You can go deeper. Remember this. The most important foundation is the spiritual one. Yama and niyama. Ahimsa. First and foremost. So how you're feeling now is to an extent affecting everybody. So don't go to a place of pain or anxiety or distress. It is not what you want to send out. Now from here, Hanumanasana. Hinge your feet forward and then slide your right foot out. And then this pose is an expression of courage and faith and devotion. Anything is possible. This is what this pose says. Think of all the feats of Hanuman accomplished, all out of devotion and faith. And from here, if you want to try to go into that deeper version, you can. You can bend the front knee again if you like you're doing Kapyasana. And bring the back foot up. So if you know how to get into that pose there, like this, then you press down the right hand beside your hip, and then you move your hips back and whole body back so your foot comes down. And eventually you sink your seat down. So this is halfway there. And you can try to bring your other arm. So just pretty intense on your ribs, your side body. So just be careful again. Eventually you might be able to slide your whole foot straight out. Ananasana. That's it. Hold the foot first as you're going down. It's a little bit easier. So you bring the foot like this, and then you have to keep your right hand on the ground, and you just move your whole body back. Your hips go back, and your foot goes back. And then you can take your other hand to the foot, and just try to sink your seat forward. Okay, so. That's the idea. Good. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful shape. Beautiful shape. back up. Press with your hands. Yes, nice, good. All right, so from here into pigeon. So just allow your leg to come onto the ground, your thigh to come back onto the ground. Your foot in line with your knee, and then again, try to make sure your left side is grounded. Just rock back and forth, or side to side. And once your left side is firmly rooted down, take hold of your foot with your left hand and slide forward. Right arm slides forward, followed by the left. Your chest is on the leg. Stretch it out. From the toes all the way to the fingertips. Imitation is like a very high form of reverence and obedience. And when the guru, the teacher, senses your obedience and enthusiastic, they feel more inclined to share their tricks with you. So that in every form you do, that's your teacher. Now come back up. Move the foot right into the left hip. The thigh in line, the knee in line with your hip. And any version of upright pigeon you like. So you can bring your hands to your back and put your head back. Vatispasana if you like. Go ahead. Foot, you can take your right arm behind your back and try to hold your foot from behind. Lift up through the chest. Every pose, remember, an offering. Beautiful. Okay, now release. But keep your foot, if you're holding your foot, keep holding your foot with your right hand. Left hand from the shoulder, and then just turn to your right. Push into hip, push the edge of the foot and the hand, and come up into Vatispasana with your bound lotus. Or of course do other variations if you like. You don't have to bind. You just do the regular one or this one, whatever you like. And then back into downward facing dog. Nice. And right foot step between the hands. Getting ready for Vatispasana. Bring the left arm up and go to the outside of the leg. If you want to take the binds, take the binds. Push out through the back heel, push out through the crown. Turn your whole body around so the chest and face are straight up. Option stay here or move into bound. Uttanasana. Look forward, slide your left foot in as much as you need to. Right hip over the right heel. And raise the left leg up. If it's too much, you can do the revolve, the regular one. Your left hand down, your right arm up. Beautiful. And back down. Bring your hands to the inside of the foot again and spin around to long edge of the mat. Good. Now from here, again, let's see. Okay, yeah. So again, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And then from here, slide your hands back behind your feet, the top of the head down. Start off with Uttanasana. Move a little bit deeper if you can. Move your body right between your legs. Good. Now inhale, come back up. So here, I'm going to do this way so you can see. Arms out to the side, come up. Good. Now take I think you know this one. Interlace. It's a Pasarita Padottanasana. See, pull the hands down, lift the chest, bring the head back, and then fold forward. Hinge at the hips. So you can get your head to the ground, and eventually your hands right down to the ground behind your head. Nice. All right. Now from here, I'll come up halfway, just so you can see. Okay, so there is a version you can come into shoulder stand right from here. So you place, if you can get, since you can get your hands down, you have to kind of worm your way through a little bit more. Slide your arms back, see if you can land your elbows down, hands to the back, and come up into shoulder stand. If it's too much, you can do the way that we did before. So you can close up your feet and bring your elbows down and roll into it from here. Okay, so that's it. Takes a little bit of balance, this one, but that's it. Good. And keep trying to push your seat back. Yeah, I'll do, yeah. Okay, so just do it the regular way with your feet. With your feet, like from down, facing down like this. Okay, so bring your elbows down and then move into it from there, just like that. Okay, so once you get that very comfortable, then you'll be able to do the other one with from Vatispasana. Yeah, nice, good. And now stay on your shoulder stand. If you want to come into lotus, you can, or just keep your legs straight up. It's no good. But if you do your lotus, you might be able to make your mind more one-pointed. Every pose is rendered more powerful with Uttanasana. Try to make it so that the knees are higher than the hips. If you can bring your hands to your thighs, you may do that. Settle your mind into stillness now. Nothing to do, nowhere to go but deeper within, beyond the body, the mind, and the emotions. Or none of these. Continue to just be the observer, the witness, not the doer. Pindasana, if you have lotus. Take the bind, if you know how to do the binds. Wrap your arms around the outside of the legs. Join your hands underneath the seat, or Karma Pindasana, or Plow Pose, Hadasana. Move according to your condition. Now come back into Plow Pose, release your lotus. This is some of the tricks that Dharma likes to do. Walk your feet over to your left of your head, drop your left knee down right close to the shoulder. Keep pushing onto your shoulder, tuck your chin in, and roll right up, standing on your knees. And from here you can go into camel, or you can hold on to your thighs and bring it all the way to your feet. That's it. Beauty. And come right back up. And then you come back into hare pose. So you bring your left shoulder down in front of your left knee, your head top head to the ground. You push into the shoulder and the knee, and then you come back to plow pose. So you should be in the same position as you started. That's it. And knee try on the other side now. Walk your feet over towards your right. Drop the right knee down right next to the shoulder. Keep pushing to the shoulder, and then roll your way up. That's it. And into camel, or you can bring your head down again to your feet on the ground. Most of the time spent just making these graceful transitions, make them as fluid as possible. You can come right back up. Good. Then from here, you land again in hare pose with your left shoulder in front of the right knee. And then push into your left, right side of the head. Hips over the shoulders. Come back into wide ankle plow and then regular plow. Good. Bring your hands onto your back. Land one foot at a time into bridge pose. Land the feet very softly, not making a sound. Yes. Join your heels together, and then you're just going to scooch forward into couch pose. So walk forward on your elbows and shoulders until you can take over your ankles. Allow your seat to come onto on your heels. Now push into your elbows and lift your back up off the ground, your head off the ground. Lean forward so that your knees come down. And then just allow the top of the head to go back onto the ground, couch pose. If you can take over opposite elbows over your head, go ahead. Or you can just hold on to your ankles still. Then bring your fingertips on either side of the head. Press into fingertips. Lift your head up. See if you can bring your hips way, way, way forward over your knees. And your head is hovering over the heels. If you want, you can bring your heels together and land your head on your heels. And bring your hands together. If too much, you can just come into Untitled from here. If you feel comfortable, do so. Pass into your hands and lift your head up off the ground. That's it. Nice. Of course, bridge is always an option. Now just do whatever you want here. In Untitled, you can play with different variations. You can drop back. You can jump from one side to the other. Anything you like. Okay, so if you can come up like this and come back down. You can go into Chakrasana if you like. Come down onto forearms. If you're deep, you can maybe bring your hands to your head and then just palm your way down your head. So lots of different variations. Do whatever you're working on. Okay, so go ahead. That's it. Beautiful. Oh, really nice. Good. Nice. And then, there you go. And from here, yeah, come back. Okay, that's good. That's exactly where I want you. Okay, so now come forward. Let's just start off with just bend your knees and just take over your opposite wrists behind your knees. Allow your seat to sink down to about the height of the knees. This is a preparation for Stork Pose. Good. Then from here, Lift your seat. Separate your feet a little bit more. Bring your fingers underneath your feet. And then pull your head down, like very narrow Prasarita Uttanasana. Try to get your head close to the ground. And now from here, Stork Pose. So your feet just a little bit more than, just about, let's say 2 inches from the edge of the mat. Bend your knees again. Take your hands from the outside and thread them between. And then tuck your chin in. And see if you can get your hands on your ears. Eventually walk your head back. Interlace your fingers behind the head. And pull your head through between your legs. Arms are underneath the knees, like your arms lower them down so they're about around the mid shin. Otherwise, it'll be hard to straighten the legs. That's it. So if your arms are behind your knees, then you won't be able to straighten your legs. So slip them down. You had it right. So just your arms are about midway in the lower leg. Tuck your chin in. And then cup your head around the ears and move your hands back behind your head. Stretch the back of the neck. Your chin comes into your chest. Make sure you can still breathe though. And then from here, place your hands. Vatispasana. So bend your knees. Bring your shoulders in behind the knees. And if you can bring your hands to the seat and push it up. Or if you know you can take the bind, you go ahead and do that. Bring your head through. Lift your seat. That's the idea. Good. There you go. Break the pose. Bring hands down behind your heels. Lower your seat down. And from here, lift your feet up. Vatispasana. That's it. Now from here, see if you can get your toes go up. So good. Keep pressing to your back, your knees. Try to get your feet up. Beautiful, that's it. And then come back flat. Bend your elbows out to the side. And see if you can come right down. Your heels come down. Your seat comes down first. And your heels, be careful of your wrists, of course. And from here, right into Kramasana. If you can take your bind, go ahead and take hold of your hands, pull your back. Flatten out. Now bring your attention to the base of the spine. Slow down the breathing from the base of the spine all the way to the crown. Breathe in. Watch your breath traveling right through to the crown. Exhale back down to the base of the spine. Try to make your breath cycles longer. 5 seconds on the inhale, 5 seconds on the exhale. Come back, sit up. Bring your feet in front. Slide your heels in, Purvattanasana. And then Push into your heels, throw the hips up, roll the thighs in so you can bring your toes to the ground. Your chest up, your head back. And breathe very fast. Lower the seat down. Good. Now pull the legs right in towards your body. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Chin on the chest. Contract the root muscles, third eye, attention. Everything stops. Exhale, slowly breathe out. Relax. Okay. So back, bending the back the other way. Let's start off with Anahatasana. So your knees underneath your hips. Just bring your arms forward and then slide. So your hips stay over your knees. Okay, so make sure you don't lose your alignment. Bring your elbows down. And then see if you can get your belly to come towards your thighs. If you need to, maybe slide your hands out a little bit more. Try to get your belly and against your thighs and your chest on the ground. Your seat, your body looks like a slide, like a playground. Now from here, come back into table. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders. From here, tiger pose. Bring the right leg up. Beautiful. Straight up. Move it this way so you can see. Okay, so now from here, bend the leg. Take hold, bend the toes under on the left foot. So you can take the foot with your right hand and pull it up high so your elbow's higher than the shoulder, so that when you move your elbow forward, you're not straining your shoulder. You just try to pull the foot up over the head. Nice. Get lots of extension. And then from here, release. Try it on the other side now. Raise the left leg up to start. Straight leg. That's it. Arch your back, push your chest forward. And then whenever you're ready, bend the toes under on the right foot for balance. Push into the toes, bend your knee. So you can take the foot, and again, bring it up foot high so that your elbow is higher, has to go higher as a result. And then you can just pull your elbow in front without straining your shoulder. And then try to push your foot up as high as you can away from your head so your leg straightens. Of course, it's too much. You always just do the hand on the inside. Okay, but you know you can do it so. And then release. Good. Now from here, you try to do it like a partridge pose. So you do it from down facing dog. So option is to raise your right leg up. You can take the foot from the left hand upside, opposite hand. So that's start. If you have the flexibility, again, you do it the same way. You take really press down through your left hand. Sometimes it's easier to grab the front of the mat, give you a little bit more stability. And then you can take your right foot up. So you can bring your foot to the head, like that. Okay? So that's the idea. It requires a little bit of balance. So you have to push really firmly into your left hand that's supporting you. Concentrate your gaze in front of your hands. Again, bring your elbow up as high as you can over your shoulders so that when you come forward, it's not straining the shoulder. Et voila. Oui, that's beautiful. That's it. Good. Now try it on the other side. Okay, so yes, just keep your focus in front of your hand. Just try to keep your focus very steady and really push with your hand into the mat. Okay, so this keeps you steady. Okay, so, or like I said, you can hold on to the front edge of the mat, tug on it so that you feel strong. Okay, so you can do that as well. But let's try again on the other leg. So your left leg comes up. Bring your right hand a little bit closer to the middle of the mat as well, in front of your nose. Sometimes that helps. And shorten your stance. Bring your hand a little bit closer to your foot. And then this helps you as well. If your hand is too far away, sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to find a balance. Push the foot up as high as you can first so that, again, the elbow comes forward without straining your shoulder. This one's not an easy one. That's it. Good. Keep your hip up. There you go. Nice. Yeah. All right. Beautiful. Okay, so let's come into child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out all fatigue. Relax. And then come back up. From here, bring your knees, bring your feet and your knees together. Twist. We're going to go into threading the needle after this. So your legs are together, right hand behind the back, starting with the seated twist, left arm up, and bring it up, right left arm to the outside of the right thigh. Push the lower back up and in, turn to the right. If you can take a bind, you can go ahead, you drop your knees a little bit to the right, and then get your left arm underneath the knees, and see if you can bind your hands beside your left hip. That's it. Good. Push your lower back up and in. Now from here, moving deeper. So we're going to drop the knees down to your left all the way. Come into table. And keep walking your hands around towards your right. Okay, so you can drop your left shoulder down on the outside of the right knee. And then from here, you have a few options. If your shoulder's behind the knees, you can bring your left arm behind your back, behind your knees. You can take a bind here like this. Or you can bring the right arm up and over to the other side. Make sure that you can still breathe, of course. Eventually, both shoulders will be on the ground. Backs of the shoulders. Feel stretch through the back body. And then release. Coming back up. All the way around. Come back to seated position. And go to the other side. Right arm up. Go to the left. Good. Now to come to the bind, you have to move your arm in a little bit. So your knee is close to shoulder, your elbow comes close to your seat. Lean to your left. So you can bring your legs underneath. Slide your feet out a little bit more. So then your hand is holding your hip, your seat, and then the left hand comes back. Okay, that's okay. That's quite a bit of a stretch for this one for sure. Push your lower back up and in, rise up tall. And then threading the needle. Bring your knees down all the way to your right, and then come right into table. Walk your hands all the way around to your left. And try to get your right shoulder on the outside of the left knee. And then you can bind, if you like, if you can. Hands clasp on the outside of the right knee. And just try to keep pulling your left shoulder towards the ground. Then to your chest. Will be straight up. Both shoulders on the ground. Beautiful. Release. Slowly. Lie in your back, Shavasana. Earned it. So come down onto your back. Make yourself comfortable. Allow your feet to just open up, fall to the side. Your hands about a foot away from your body, the palms facing up. Relax everything. And through the process of physical surrender, surrendering all the letting go of all the tension, all the efforts, this makes it more easier for your mind also to come into that state of surrender and release. Eventually all the thoughts drop away, the mind becomes quiet, emotions are calm. So now we'll just start off by the physical relaxation. Repeat to yourself the following sentence 3 times. I will remain awake and alert during the instructions. Pay your attention now to your left foot. Relax the toes. Feel them just go limp. The foot as well. Top of the foot, bottom of the foot. Soften, no tension, no tightness anywhere. The ankle is loose. Allow the foot to just fall towards the left heavily. The lower left leg. Relax all the muscles. All the attention on the lower left leg, nothing else exists. Just release all the muscles there, feel them relax. And feel the lower leg getting heavy. Next, the knee joint, no sensation. It's just completely inactive. And the upper leg, the thigh muscles relax. And as a result, relax them, everything feels heavy. Feels as though the muscles are just hanging off the bones. And the whole left leg from the top of the thigh down to your foot, so heavy. Like it was made of concrete. Your right foot now. All the toes just go limp, lifeless. foot as well, the top of the foot, the bottom of the foot, the heel, soft, relaxed, no tension. Ankle loose, the lower leg feels as though all the muscles dissolved, became just like soft tissue, incapable of doing anything. It's just soft tissue just hanging off the bones. The right knee, no sensation. It's completely inactive. And the upper leg, the right leg, all the muscles feeling as though they became like jelly, so heavy, no strength left in them. And then that leg also feels as though all the skin and muscles just hang heavily off the bones. The whole leg becomes very, very heavy. And the seat, the hip joint on which the leg's attached to. Imagine that all the bones in them were made of lead, very, very heavy, anchoring the body down. The seat just sagging down, into, just sinking into the ground heavily. From the hips all the way down to the feet, the whole body just falls and caves into the ground. Just sinking deeper and deeper. And no resistance to that, just allow everything to just sink. Your left hand now, all the fingers relaxed. No tension in the fingers, are all loose. Just droop off the hand. The hand itself hanging lifelessly off the wrist, completely dead. The back of the hand, the palm of the hand soft, no tension. The wrist completely loose. Lower arm, left arm, all the muscles relaxed. All the strength removed, so the leg, arm feels heavy, lower arm. The elbow as well, leading up to the upper arm. Elbow is completely inactive, no sensation from the elbow. The upper arm starts to feel heavy as well. So it were made of jelly. All the strength in the arms, the arm removed. The arm just sinks into the ground. Shoulder, feel as though that shoulder joint is made of lead as well. Anchoring down the arm, pinning down the arm so it can't move. And then the whole arm feels lifeless, dead. Right hand now, fingers completely release of all its tension. They just hang lifelessly off the hand. No engagement of the hand either. It's just flopping off the wrist, lifelessly, dead-like. Wrist is loose, relaxed, and the lower arm along with it also. All the muscles just soften to the point where they feel like they've just completely dissolved, nothing left except for this soft tissue that just hangs off the bone. The elbow joint loose, inactive, no feeling, no sensation. The upper arm also relaxed. Feel as though the upper arm and the shoulder are just completely lifeless without any strength, with all the strength removed. The arm just feels heavy, just dangles off the shoulder joint, anchoring down the arm. All the bones feel as though they're made of lead. No possibility of moving the arm. Now starting at the top of the back, just feel the back sinking down. Feeling it so heavy as though there were a big blanket of lead just lying on the inside of the body. Just feeling the back just sinking down. Heaviness getting even more pronounced as it moves all throughout the shoulder blades and down into the lower back. And even the lower back where there's a natural rise in the body, that just sags as well, just sinks into the ground, everything heavy. Feeling the lungs, the heart, the stomach, liver, kidneys, all the organs. Sluggish, feeling as though they're filled with liquid or just became very heavy so they can't even operate anymore. They can't even function. So then the movements inside the body, the systems, the blood circulating, the nerves circulating, they stop too, or they become very, very slow. The body like a corpse. Nothing, no signs of life. The neck, all the way around the neck. Make sure there's no tension. Make sure the neck is soft and relaxed. The head is heavy. So heavy it makes for depression in the ground under where it sits. All the features of the face soft. The forehead, no signs of tension anywhere. No stress lines etched into the forehead or around the eyes, around the mouth. Relax the eyes, relax the jaw. No tension at all. No clenching of the teeth, no grinding of the teeth. Or constricting the throat, everything just soft. Now, the body so relaxed in this state, so dead-like. Feel the mind just quieting down. There's nothing to occupy itself with. So the mind has nothing to do now. It can go into quietness. Emotions, nothing arising, no anxiety, nothing. Just peacefulness, tranquility. And direct your attention to the heart. The spiritual heart located in the center of the chest and the right side of the physical heart. Imagine that as a chamber. You enter that chamber, you can picture that chamber however you like. It could be outdoors in the open, or it could be a great, great, beautiful sacred space of your imagining, as big as you can possibly imagine it. But through the practice, you cultivate a boundless love towards all beings. As you see eventually God in all the forms, the divinity that exists in all beings. Is right within is you as well. Through the practice, you cultivate a boundless compassion towards all. And you realize that compassion comes on all levels. So as you go deeper into practice, you realize just how subtle that compassion can be, and you just keep on evolving towards that. The sign of self-realization is when you see sameness in everything. And when you see God in all beings. And who could hurt God? Who could want to hurt God? So now repeat yourself the following sentence 3 times to yourself to ingrain the idea in your mind and heart. I see divinity in all beings. Come back to that mantra that every single day. With now, we'll close the practice with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, sitting up tall and straight and supreme. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. Always within.